game number one of this match in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I'm so sorry if I sound particularly nasally. I'm sick. I'm gonna apologize for being sick at least 5 more times before I feel it's enough apologies. Peyton slamming down the first Tetris. Josh doing so as well. Taking a safety triple too. I do believe we're gonna see a lot of really conservative, intelligent burns here. Oh, whoa. Because both players do use the dash play style. Cool little overhang setup there for Josh, followed by an overhang resolve with a J. A very satisfying sequence into a Tetris. Peyton, Tetris ready, just waiting on the long bar. Does take a couple of burns. Still waiting, does get it. Takes the Tetris. I guess it makes sense that Tetris is in their username. As, look at them go. They sure can play Tetris. Very good. Both players at the same score until Josh takes that Tetris. Going up to 144,000 points. Peyton on the other side at 123. Now Tetris ready with that Aki bar. And is looking for another long bar to score this Tetris. Does take a safety double into a Tetris. And Josh on the other side, filling out a pretty dangerous left, had a extreme J dependency, or rather low left there. Could have meant some tough burns, or tough time completing burns as the sides don't connect. For those of you who those words mean anything to, thank you for understanding, and for those of you who think I just spoke gibberish, you're probably right. Now, fully committed to this left well setup, Josh, Tetris ready, slamming it down. That is the second left well Tetris with this setup, sitting at 248,000 points. Peyton on the other side, setup for a Tetris is at 240. Oh, with that hang, does get the Tetris. We'll be able to clean this up. Now long bar dependent, really waiting on the piece. Does take a nice little burn combo there, opens the well back up, is Tetris ready once again, gets the long bar, gets the Tetris, goes up to 292,000 points. Filling out, I wouldn't call that parity. It was more like what parity is to S and Z's. Like, if there was I'm not gonna try to figure out the words I want to say, guys. Never mind. It's too complicated. Peyton fixed it, basically, is all. Peyton figured it out. They're at 63,000 points. Please stop scoring points. It's so fast. At 84 lines is currently Tetris ready, and on the other side, Josh, having to take some burns here, is filling in this L dependency. And a nice little J tuck there. Has the well open, wants to burn this down, gets a nice little double there. Is Tetris ready, set up dirty, gets the dirty Tetris, and is gonna fully commit to another dirty setup. Though now does choose to burn it down anyway. Nice square tuck there on the side of the stack. Oh, these burns taking their sweet, sweet time. Trying hard to get this well open. Wanting to hold out for better pieces, but not wanting to risk it. Ooh. Prolonging this dig with a couple of misdrops, but is just gonna burn it all the way down. The intelligent thing to do, really, especially in this position, didn't have any great places for those pieces. Did set up a T-spin, opens up a column 7 Centerwell Tetris gets a perfect transfer, goes up to 406,000 points. Peyton on the other side has topped out at 440,000 points, which means this is a Chasedown. 440,000 points is your goal. I did not see precisely the ingredients for that top out. I was very fixated on the extreme dig, I'll be honest. Though with that Tetris, Joshua is going to be good for game 1. Boy oh boy, you really can tell your throat is sore when you're using your announcer's voice. There we go. Boom. Yeah, despite that, yes, I'm nursing some tea, some green tea with a little bit of lemon and honey and mint. And I'm drinking a lot of water. We do have a ready and a hover 3. From both players. Sorry, had Anyon. We will go ahead and count game number 2 down. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So, my friends have, peer pressured me. Well, I don't necessarily know if I'd call it peer pressured. Recently, one of my friends discovered that they enjoy, like, doing Halloween makeup, and, like, did a clown look, and they sent it to me, and I have a friend who loves clowns, so I sent it to my friend, and they both expressed interest in dressing up as clowns and hanging out, and upon expressing that interest, I crammed us all in a group chat to discuss these plans further, and, somehow it ended up with an Amazon package arriving at my doorstep today with white face paint. So I now own clown face paint. So I know what I'm doing later. I'm becoming a clown, obviously. Anyway, I rambled for precisely long enough for an player to cross 100,000 points, which I feel like is whenever the game becomes particularly engaging, as neither has really struggled, other than some, you know, burns here for Josh, who is currently at 62,000. Peyton, now with a long bird dependency on the board, setting it up into a dirty Tetris well. Slams down the dirty Tetris, as a matter of fact. It goes up to 165,000 points. Angry Roro, thank you for the raid. That scared me. That startled me. I was a little spooked. Just clowning around. Yep, Frenchiest Clown 223. That's gonna be me, guys. I'm gonna be a clown. If you guys ever get the opportunity, check out lex.exe. They're one of the perpetrators of this clown shenaniganery. They they play a little bit of Tetris. Probably not as much as anyone here would like. These players, though, they play a ton of Tetris. Peyton, proving that currently at 244,000 points. Sorry. That's pretty good. Josh, on the other hand, is Tetris ready. 1 off the bottom, has a row of garbage. Looking for a long bar. Ooh, getting the worst sequence. Oh dear. And the stream degraded into a slideshow as well upon entering this dig. Even Tetris didn't want him to have to dig out of this. Doesn't get that long bar over. That hang is gonna be it. Topping out at 156,000 points. Peyton at 293. Nice little adjustment there. Very beautifully done. That was unfortunate. Both players bringing it up 1-1. We got a tie on our hands. This tune's... I think I like this one more than I should. It's like scratching the back of my brain in a way I can't explain. Feels really good deep in my psyche. Also, we'll need conflict. Yeah, of course, of course. If I'm gonna do my makeup like a clown, I will show people, obviously. That will happen. And maybe I'll let you pick the colors for like the eyeshadow or something. Anyway, we have a ready and we have a hover 3 from both players. I'm gonna be a little goth clown. I'm gonna be a little goth clown. Counting it down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, that's right. I'm leaning into being a dork today. I'm like I don't really have any self-control outside of that though, because I'm just you know, having a bit of a rough go of it. So I'm gonna give in to every base desire, and if that means saying a little rhyme for no reason, then here I go. I'm gonna say the little rhyme. I really hope these players are okay with my rambling. I know some may find it tedious to listen to. Oh, Peyton with a little mischief there is gonna want to sort out. Oh, just makes it a dirty Tetris. Who cares? Playing a little bit of Swagtris, just flexing on us. Josh on the other side also playing Swagtris, left welling it. It's currently at 53,000. Once again a slideshow, but is slamming down in Tetris. 75k. Peyton crossing 100,000 points. Currently at 117 with that Tetris. It makes sense that Peyton has Tetris in their name, as they have scored another Tetris and are Tetris ready once again. I like to think that you know you know how a lot of streamers or gamers or content creators will have like something draws, or like someone plays, or like something to that effect. I like to think that you earned that as like a character stat. Ooh, just barely getting that J into the dependency is Peyton. Currently in an uncomfortable position. Needs to get that long bar all the way over. Doesn't get it over. Hangs it. And it's going to be topping out at 180,000 points. Yeah, nothing's making it over that left. That left was tough. I have no idea what's going on with Josh. It is very laggy. Much lag. Very wow. $180,000 points for the record. I just want that to be said aloud again. Yes, it Tetris pending is what I would call it. Pending Tetris. Uh-oh. He did get the Chasedown though. So it's fine. He got the Chasedown. So we'll give him the heart. Alrighty. And reset complete. Game no longer crunchy. That's how I'm choosing to describe it. Oh, look. You think it's your PC. Is it getting hot? Could be a heat thing. We do have a ready from Peyton. And we did previously have a hover 3, just waiting for confirmation on that. Yeah, there we go with that hover 3 from Josh. We can go ahead and get this counted down. It's junky as all. That's fair. And that's okay. We can work through the technical difficulties. I don't mind watching a slideshow. I've always been a fan of PowerPoint presentations. So let's count those slides down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Peyton looking to take another game and force a decider. Josh looking to wrap this up as we are at match point in his favor. Peyton previously expressed their excitement to be playing Joshua. It's very much looking forward to this match, no matter the outcome. Which is very good sportsmanship. I think more people should know about their opponents and be able to appreciate them in some way. Very sweet, wholesome, even. That's why I like Tetris. Because that's what I do. I like knowing about the people I play. I actually always end up rooting for the people who beat me. A lot, actually. It's like my favorite thing. Ooh, a nice little S-spin on the side of the stack there for Peyton. Takes a triple, opens the well back up, takes the Tetris, goes up to 60,000 points. Joshua at 33,000 at this moment in time. Taking a Tetris, going up to 55. Peyton starting out with a handful of burns, which means the efficiency isn't exact on either side, but both players are staying pretty close, all things considered. Around the same line count, so who cares? Ooh. Josh gonna fall into some burns here, both players crossing the 100,000 point mark. Peyton, however, clean, slamming down a Tetris, going up to 129, and Josh needing to take a quite a few burns here, actually. I wanted to call it a handful, but it does seem a little more significant than that may allude to. He is Centerwell Tetris ready, dirty Centerwell Tetris ready. I have no idea if that was the well being burned down or Tetrised down, but it did look like a dirty Tetris. Going up to 160,000 points now. And Peyton just clean and stacking for Tetrises. Making some intelligent placements to avoid creating dependencies there, taking a nice little Quispy Boin. Had to block the well momentarily. It does get perfectly timed J. Oh, dependencies. Peyton with the well back open, Tetris ready. Slamming down, going up to 200 and actually 200 even. 200,000 points even. Neat. Another Tetris with 223. On the other side, Joshua at 199,000 points. Has cleanup. Wants to open this well. Has some burns to take. Ooh, the board state does seem to be degrading slightly. A nice little backwards burn. Not sure else how to describe it there from Peyton. And as the frames now show, the slideshow shows, as the slides may show. That's the joke. Joshua topping out. Peyton at 278 is good. It took me a while to get that out, guys. I really struggled with that joke. I struggled so hard. I really put a lot of effort into trying to say those words. GG's to both players. We're going to a decider. Wow. Boom. Decider. It's really crazy because on my end I have zero dropped frames, 0% dropped frames, none frames dropped. The spinning circle of doom that I'm waiting for my PC to resolve. Oh, exciting! Oh no! Joshua's computer is actually in cahoots with Peyton on Tetris. It's all part of a greater conspiracy. It's part of the conspiracy to get ferrets to take over the world. Ian being adorably wholesome. So cute. Precious little creature. In a day and age where 5 lines on kill screen may not be appreciated nearly as much, IanKeith making it feel that much sweeter. I'm really now this is gonna be so silly. I'm weirdly emotional just like about Tetris lately. Like, so I finally got an 800k, and I know that I wouldn't have been able to do that without Peyton or IanKeith actually. I didn't start playing B-type until IanKeith told me to. They literally were like, you want to get better, play B-type, and I was like, okay, fine, but only because you said so. And all the support that Peyton has given me has been delightful. Like, I genuinely, Tetris has been good, if not just for putting them in my life. Very positive. Well, look, there he is. He's back. He's back. Welcome back, Joshua. Oh, it's a good thing you came back. I was getting sappy. I got sappy. Isn't that so silly? I like Tetris. It's done a lot for my life. I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I'm hosting this. It's just a cool feeling. Hey Josh, no worries. I'm seriously vibing it out today. I really don't mind. You're doing your best. I can't imagine how stressed you must feel. It always sucks to see other people have technical difficulties. It's worse when you have to experience it. So you focus on you. You take care of yourself first and foremost. So that out of the way. If you're ready, we're ready. We're happy to have you, and we're happy to watch your Tetris. Continuing to hover 3, Peyton hovering ready. I will go ahead and accept that. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Oh, this totally is a decider. I could have counted it down from 5. What if I count the next game down from 5 just to make up for my egregious actions against Tetris as a whole? Because honestly, I could be charged for high treason for that. I'm surprised nobody's executed me by now. Or should I start a movement that's very like nihilistic about deciders, where it's like, it's just a decider. Like, who cares? It's just a decider. I count deciders down like a normal person because it's just a decider. Oh my god, Peyton with a risky dirty Tetris there. Seems to have really felt the stress in their bones. Looked visibly startled by the outcome of that, but nonetheless scored the Tetris and is now dealing with a bit of an uncomfortable board. Running it down, a beautiful long bar flat, opening up this hole, possibly just gonna set up a center well here. It does appear to be the case. Nope, running it down, moving it back to the right. Look at me. Now I look silly. On the other side, just playing as clean as he can. Still putting on a nice PowerPoint presentation for us. But is currently sitting at 108,000 points. Peyton taking that Tetris, going up to 156,000 points. Wow, Tetris. Oh no, Hana, I meant when Teba and Ian play, I can just count one of the games down from 5 for no reason other than I missed this countdown from 5. I get slightly more hype for a decider, but it's still a normal countdown for me. That's fair. I mean, sometimes I just like to be contrarian. I think it's the like goth rebel in me, you know, as the token goth kid. I gotta have that stereotypical rebellious nature, I guess. Gotta be like, frick the system. Anyway, Peyton currently at 298,000 points. Joshua at 258,000 points. These players are so hopeful and so green. I know, Vandy. Welcome in. Good to see you. Sorry, you just had to hear me giggling at my own joke like a child. But you're just in time for a decider. We have Peyton on Tetris, as a matter of fact, going up against Joshua here, who is currently at 305,000 points. Tetris ready, it seems, waiting for this next slide to load. And he did score the Tetris in his setup once again. Oh. Waiting for another slide. And there we go. Is Tetris ready with the long bar in the next box? Gonna be going up to, drumroll please. That was, the sound stopped mid-sound. 379,000 points. On the other side, Peyton currently sitting at 413,000 points. Wow. Tetris. Honestly, that looks more like a chair, not a Tetris. A chair? People delaying their foods for Tetris. Please eat. Nice little adjustment there from Peyton to keep the board accommodating. It takes a cool little skim there across the well. Opening it up all the way is Tetris ready, slams down the long bar. Gets the Tetris going up to 485,000 points. And taking another Joshua with a super cool L tuck on the side of the stack. You can see it lined up. You can see it about to happen. Such a shame we can't see it in real time. It obviously did. Joshua currently sitting at 484,000 points. One burn away from transition. Peyton transitioned a little while ago. Is currently sitting at 543,000 points. Oh, it was close to being Tetris ready there, but did take the safety burn before allowing the opportunity for that Tetris. Is now, though, gets the long bar, gets the Tetris, is now just burning it down, not wanting to risk it, which may be for the best. Josh, at 510,000 points into the 19 speeds, is Tetris ready from what I can see. I lied, he topped out. So Peyton at 585 is good. Do feel free to take your victory lap, though, and I will report this match. Here's your heart. You've won this heart, and you've won the people's hearts. Everybody loves Peyton. Peyton's so precious. They're like one of the nicest people in Tetris. It's kind of a ridiculous title to be able to have, because everybody in Tetris is so nice. Imagine being nicer than everyone. It's crazy. Doesn't make any sense. Oh, missed the tuck. Alright. Let me do the thing where I report the match. Look at this in the meantime. While I set up the other stuff. Thanks. GG's to both players, and congrats to Peyton on the win, moving on to the next round. Whoever wins this next match is going to be going up against Peyton next. Gotta be careful. They're out for blood. I had to go get the VOD to do this. Boy, oh boy. Neat. Yeah, look at that. Look at, oh, come on. How are we getting, huh? Another one? Yeah, I just watched the whole ad so that nobody else had to. It's fine. Here we are. Look at that. I hope the awkward silence wasn't too bad. Anyway, we have Tebanoku and we have IanKeith. They're both players who play Tetris. Wow. Peyton, hush, shush, that's dumb. Tefa says he's ready, which means the moment we get a hover 3 from IanKeith, which we do, we can go ahead and count it down. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Oh my god, don't make it, don't make it, don't make it. I can't believe this. It's fine. I actually totally can believe this. They're Tetris players. That's what happens. Teba having to create a little rooftop burn here to open up this well, but did so beautifully, and is Tetris ready with the well open. Trying to avoid a longbar dependency at all cost does create both an L and a J dependency. Turns that L dependency into a Tetris well, slams down the Tetris. Just casual, dirty, center well. It's fine. At least I think that's what happened. I can't recall, as it has been more than 2 seconds. Which means the information has left my brain. IanKeith, Tetris ready, waiting on a long bar. And gets it, gets the Tetris. Both players just bordering the 100k mark. Ian crossing it first. Teba taking a Tetris to cross it next. Both very close in score. Not even a Tetris separates them. I don't get that joke. Peyton goldfish? I want a goldfish. I love fish. They're really cute. Teba with a long bar dependency on the board is looking for a way to burn this out. Finding a couple of burns here and there. Now with the J dependency, it does fill it out. No great places for these pieces. Wow, this long bar dependency is actually causing a lot more grief. And is now opening up. Well, now it's a Tetris. Now it's, oh wow, that was really hard to deal with. It was, not fun. It caused me this is gonna be so hard to say, an amount of anxiety. There we go. I got it out. I had to over-enunciate for those words to generate. Anyway, IanKeith sitting at 353,000 points. Teba currently sitting at 258,000 points. Just trying to open this well back up once again in a little bit of trouble. Beautifully timed long bar. Nice L piece. Cool placement there for a nice little burn effect. And just with the square opening the well back up, is column 4 ready? Does get the long bar for the Tetris. It's the J for the dependency, misses the spin, and is gonna burn this down, it seems. IanKeith very high up, but Tetris ready, and taking the burns as needed. Takes a nice safety triple there. Is Tetris ready? Didn't trust the dash to get the square over. Does get the J over though. And the long bar for the Tetris, and chooses to fill out one of the J dependencies as opposed to take the Tetris, which is the smarter move for board health, as there were 2 J dependencies. Never want to have more than one at a time. I think it's fine having a J dependency, you just never want to have more than one at a time, in my opinion. That's how I feel about J dependencies. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Teba up high. Burnin', sure. Ooh, I don't know if anything's... Well, I guess things are traversing this plane, in a way. Sort of hypnotic, almost terrifying way. Opening this well back up, and it is Tetris ready. It does get the rather dirty Tetris there, going up to 339,000 points. Ian on the other side is currently sitting at 512,000 points. And is Tetris ready. Gets the long bar for the Tetris. And waiting on another already gets it. Slams it down. And another going into transition at 583,000 points. Now set up for a Tetris. Takes it. And Teba will be topping out at half the score. An incredible run here from Ian. Honestly, I support playing it out. You're a DAS player. If you want this max, if you can max it, I support macking it. Get that max. Oh no, no, he's too good of a guy. No, they're too good of an individual. Too kind, too respectful. Almost a 600k transition. What a good creature. In fairness, I realize PB pace for someone of your caliber is not PB pace for someone of my caliber. Whenever I get a transition that high, I sure always play it out. That being said, we do have a hover 3 from Ian. And we do have a ready from Teba in chat, so we can go ahead and count. Oh, I forgot to transition the heart over. So, everything here is done in studio mode, and I forgot to click the button that makes you see the heart. Anyway, we'll count it down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Sitting here adjusting the cams, and I realized that Ian's just got his whole knee out for the whole public to see. They're just showing off their knees, I guess. Sorry, I realized I didn't do this earlier, and it was gonna bug me until I did it. Oh my god. There we go. All right, both players looking fine from the start here. My neighbors are currently mowing their lawns. This is going to be an auditory experience. This happens like once a month, where my neighbors mow the lawn while I'm streaming. Anyway, both players passed the 100,000 point mark. Ian currently sitting at 169,000 points. Hey now, on the other side, we have Teba, who is rocking a column 7, sitting at 131,000 points. Is Tetris ready, just waiting on the long bar. Gets it, gets the Tetris, and is going to keep rocking the same well, it seems. The problem is their cam resolutions are so vastly different, and like also the framing of their cams. So like if I want to get both of them the same size, it's like there's like a bunch of blank space surrounding one of them. Actually, both of them. Anyway, IanKeith currently at 335,000 points, and on the other side, Tebanoku at 264,000 points. Now that I've thought way too hard about camera positionings and IanKeith with that Tetris is going to end up all the way back down at the bottom of the stack and is just going to want to rebuild this back up. Is now Tetris Ready once again slams down the long bar for the Tetris. A beautiful timing. And on the other side, Teba taking this Tetris, just slinging that long bar over down the well. Gets another for another Tetris. Looking for a T-piece to resolve this overhang. Does get it, tucks it. Tetris? Thanks for the follow. Just straight up Tetris? Thanks, Tetris. Thank you for following monthly Tetris. Anyway. Teba's slamming down a Tetris nonetheless. That really cracked up Ian. Ian was a fan of Tetris following us. But yes, Teba Tetris Ready, winning on the long bar, has been for a while, staying very high up on this stack. Oh, just gets that over, doesn't go for the Tetris there, possibly didn't have the tap or the dash to do so, whichever failed in such a way that Tetris was not scored. But that is to say the next one was next long bar meant another Tetris and is still Tetris Ready waiting on another, a weird, I don't know, Ian, don't make me call it a VIT setup, because I know that's not what it was meant to be, but it sure looked like one. Transitioned at 581,000 points is Tetris Ready into transition. Having to take some burns not infrequently. Teba transitioning at 560, or at least reaching 20 at 560. Not with the cleanest of boards, but is managing it as nicely as possible. Is sort of falling in and out of Tetris readiness, but is able to score a Tetris there. Goes up to 594,000 points. And on the other side is IanKeith slamming one down, going up to 644,000 points, taking another 671. Is trying to capitalize on these non-Tetris long bars and use them to fill out that stack a bit. Oh dear, these pieces, not long bars. None of them, as a matter of fact, were long bars. And that meant that none of them were Tetrises. Isn't that the trade-off? Though IanKeith does manage to find one, though during that very simple dig, Teba had found enough time to take that lead, even if only by slightly, and tops out as it changes hands back to IanKeith. IanKeith is good. Teba topping out at 715,000 points. Ian at 757 is good for the game. Video game. GG's! No, that's okay. That's okay. No need for apologies. I thought Ian was toast. You thought. This is a good match. I agree. Wait. GG's ready from the frog. Frog not happy. Not happy frog. Frog unhappy, as a matter of fact. And with that hover 3, we can count it down. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Noom. Sorry, the mowing was particularly loud outside, so I had to mute temporarily so that you didn't just get a bunch of whirring sounds in your ears. Probably better than how my voice sounds right now because I am sick. Hey guys, it's about that time that I apologize for being sick again. Hey, I'm sorry in advance that I sound sick. I'm sick. In Tetris Ready, waiting on a long bar, had to make a hole in the stack because there was none square place at all, not one. Now falling into a tiny bit of a dig. Not anything crazy. Is high enough up that it's concerning, but opens that well up, slams down the Tetris. It's currently sitting at 109,000 points, Teba at 161,000 points, taking this Tetris, going up to 183. So Teba taking a little bit of a lead here. Another Tetris as well, going up to 206,000 points. IanKeith, Tetris Ready, going up to 132. Hey, you sound sick. Apologize. I'm sorry. I sound sick. Sorry about that. I'm sorry I sound sick. It's because I got sick. I know. Very irresponsible of me. I should not have gotten sick when I knew I had a super stream to do. I'm kidding. Let the record state. Monthly Tetris would never hold me being sick against me. I'm just being overly apologetic. Slamming down the Tetris is Tebanoku, and now Tetris Ready once again, waiting on another long bar, sitting at 265,000 points. Ooh, covers the well right as the long bar comes. Doesn't have a lot of great places for this next whole set of piece sequences, but does get another 291 on the other side. IanKeith at 228. Trying to do his best to bite into this lead, barely gets that long bar over. Is still Tetris Ready. Oh, doesn't take the triple, does get the J to the J dependency, and another long bar for the well, for the Tetris. And another Alex T, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. It's good to see you just in time for game number 3 of this set, Teba versus IanKeith. It's a match point in IanKeith's corner, who is currently sitting at 343,000 points. Teba sitting at 342,000 points. So IanKeith taking the lead, managed to catch up. And is Tetris Ready, slams down the long bar for the Tetris, and both players, the lead changing hands one after the next. Both players neck and neck. I must say, Alex C, welcome in for another raid. Good to see you. Can you turn off the sick filters? Too rad. No, I cannot. Only sick. I'm sick as fuck. I'm so cool. I'm sorry, no, I'm not. I already said earlier that I was being a bigger dork than usual. Don't do this to me. Alex, I'll time you out, bud. I'm sick right now. I don't have the patience of a saint as usual. Come on, Alex. Don't make me do it, man. I don't want to have to be that guy. But I will be that guy because I got a headache. And that's not helping. That sound jump scares me every time. I'm actually really sensitive to loud noises too, so it's not great. I deal with chronic migraines. It's fun. It really sucks because everything I enjoy includes staring at a bright screen. Oh, IanKeith declaring that was butts. Topping out at 491,000 points. I don't know how it devolved so quickly, but it did. Which means Teba is good for game number 3. Staying in there, surviving. GG's to both players. And that does mean that we will be seeing another game out of this match. Exciting. Having chronic migraines is good because you can call into work all the time and no one can prove you wrong. Yeah, that's true. Let's suffer from them together. Oh, migraines? Yeah. I'm gonna drink my water. I'm not gonna entertain that. The way that I see it is, you know, I'm in charge right now. I'm hosting this, and I just decide I'm not gonna entertain those shenanigans. We can just. That's the way I feel about that. Common Ian W. Yeah. Ian always dropping bangers. Absolutely incredible. Both players are ready to go. Yeah, anyway, ignoring that, moving on. I'm gonna count this one down from 5, because I owe you guys a countdown from 5. And what a better way to celebrate ignoring someone being dumb. We're gonna go ahead and count these players down. This is an unusual amount of fanfare for this specific setting in the game, but I'm gonna give you the fanfare anyway. This is no normal incidents. This is me making a big deal out of nothing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Both players off and running. Teba, wanting to get this back open, is looking for an L, gets a long bar instead, is still able to use it to open the well, and takes a Tetris. Resulting in a less than savory board is definitely gonna have some management to do, and does it. Now just trying to open this well once again shouldn't be. There you go. There is well open. Tetris ready. Give long bar for Tetris, and the game does. It did do the thing I asked. Teba takes the Tetris, going up to 98,000 points. On the other side, IanKeith currently sitting at 122,000 points. I saw a huge sigh of relief from them just moments ago. I had to really throw a piece over to that well. Seemed pretty happy to have gotten that over. Well, this song starts out very quiet and ominous, doesn't it? Here we are. Quiet, ominous zone. Oh, IanKeith not getting the best piece sequence, but is going to just go ahead and transfer this into a slightly dingy, ever so slightly grimy Tetris. Like, there's just like a little bit of schmutz on it. Slams down the long bar for the Tetris and is ready for another. Waiting on a long bar here. IanKeith at 245,000 points slams it down, make it to 70. I was too entertained by my own joke and forgot how to be a commentator. Oh, jeez, guys, never mind. I resign. I take it back. I don't want to be a Tetrisman. Tebanoku with an unconventional setup here does still get the Tetris, though, going up to 329,000 points. Is only separated by about a Tetris from IanKeith, who is sitting at 300 even. Teba won't be Tetris ready for a little while here, looking for some good pieces to build out that left. That left is looking very shallow. Is going to try to cut around these burns, essentially. Not wanting to waste all of the material on the stack, as that would constitute completely burning everything down and restacking, which is a waste of lines and efficiency. So it's trying to cut away only the pieces that won't allow for Tetrising, and does fill that long bar dependency instead of taking the Tetris, which is incredibly intelligent and introspective for Teba, who is slamming down a Tetris, going up to 390,000 points. IanKeith opening up this well, slams down a Tetris, hits that T-spin. A beautiful little sequence there, opening up that hole, and is now ready to start stacking once again, creating a center well setup here, going for a column 5, slams it down, going up to 425,000 points. Is Tetris ready? No, he's not Tetris ready for a while. I was thinking that Teba is Tetris ready. Man, I looked between boards too fast. Ooh, Teba holding out for a long time for that J piece, for the dependency. Does open this well back up, slams down the Tetris. IanKeith with a hole down at the bottom of the board. Does go ahead and take the triple. IanKeith just trying to get their board sorted before transition, is 2 lines away. Does have a possible Tetris, but isn't the type to force a Tetris before transition. Does just happen to get it, going to transition at 510,000 points. A nice little S-spin in the 19 plus speeds. Is now Tetris ready, waiting on the long bar. Does take a couple of burns. Finally gets it. Teba also transitioning, slamming down a Tetris into transition as well, is going up to 611,000 points, hits an S-spin as well. Both players taking their time to flex. S-spin, more like flex spin, am I right, guys? Teba taking a Tetris, and IanKeith, I think that was a Tetris as well. I looked at it a little late and I didn't register all of the information, but this one is for sure. Made direct eye contact with it as it slammed down the well. That sounded really weird. I don't know why that sounded so weird. Teba getting less than comfortable, that's for sure. It's a little high up here. It's barely getting the pieces over, but still is, and that's what matters. Oh. Teba bringing this down, surviving at the very least, if nothing else. Oh, getting these burns beautifully, opening this up. Just trying to find a long bar. Does. Perfect J. Oh, temporarily had this board sorted, but now is once again in an uncomfortable position. IanKeith also not comfy. Oh, so not comfy. Neither player comfy. Oh boy. IanKeith topping out at 682,000 points. Tebanoku taking this to a decider. Wow, there's another one, guys. There's another one. Yeah. Do the burb if you need. Unless you're just saying angry words. Then that's also okay. Let's bring the decider in. Look at that. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do this just so I can Oh man. Insider. Snyder. And Viber. That was crazy, guys. There was some real wacky survival in there. Did y'all see that wacky survival? Oh, that's tough. Oh my god, Captain, it's so good to see you.
Hello, hi, welcome in, hello. How are you doing?
That's just for Captain. Captain, that's for you. We do have a Hover 3 from Ian. Everybody ooh-woo in chat. Somalian hates ooh-woo so much. It makes me so happy. Well, you see, the funny thing about that is I can actually just unban ooh-woo, as I am also a moderator. Did we get a ready from Tebanoku? I just want to be sure. I'm gonna make sure I didn't miss it. Yeah, that's right. Chat, ooh, rebel. Take up your sword. We will be the martyrs. Oh, sick. There's the ready. Okay, PogChamp. Let's go ahead and count this down. Hey, guys. Wow, look at that. We get to count it down from 5 once more, as this is a decider. We won't count this down from any old number. You know, we have to make this a whole ordeal. This is fanfare. This is our players pushing each other to their absolute limits, or something to that effect. And for that, we will count it down, not from 3, no. This is no singular instance in time outside of the one we exist in. We'll count it down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh my god. I'm so sorry for the people who have to put up with my shenanigans. Why are any of you here? The obvious answer is to watch these players play. Like, I feel like that is the obvious reason. A little, that induced a yawn. How did that make me yawn? That was traumatic. I don't know the exact name of it, but it was one of those backwards T-spins, like done from the other orientation. They're from Tebanoku. Very cool. I don't see them frequently as they're not the standard way to do them, but I did see a rise in trend as of relatively recent where people started using that more frequently. I don't know if there is a reason as to why that switch was made, like if there is a particular efficiency or something to that effect, but it's very cool to look at. It's so flashy. It's a very flashy T-spin. JD spin. Yeah. Ooh, what's this? Notices you're hating ooh. That's me. Anytime I see Somalian, I immediately ooh because I know he's gonna hate it. He has asked to ban me so many times, simply on the basis that I ooh frequently. I love to type ooh. It's like one of my favorite things to type, if I'm honest. It just works in so many different instances. I can say ooh to anything, and that could mean anything. And everybody always knows what I'm talking about somehow. Anyway, rambling aside, both players have crossed the 100,000 point mark. IanKeith actually barreling through to 190,000 points. Didn't even give me the time to realize that I was being slow. How dare they play such good Tetris. Tebanoku currently sitting at 200,000 even at this point in time. IanKeith at 214. Tetris. Little key tuck there from Tebanoku. Neat. That's all. Just wanted to talk about it. Wanted to address it. IanKeith taking a couple of burns here. Nothing too unsightly. Opens the well back up. Is Tetris ready? Nice T-piece to fill out that left. Nice sequence, actually. Into a triple into a Tetris there for IanKeith, sitting at 271,000 points. Ooh, unfortunate pieces. Tebanoku Tetris ready. Hits another JD spin. You know, it's complicated giving... Oh, cool. Little J spin there to flex on the stack too. This is why I was so interested in Tebanoku's play whenever I first started playing Tetris, is I genuinely found a lot of joy watching all of the setups that he does. Very frequently you will see an excess of tuck setups just because he just randomly wants to start making tuck setups. It's so interesting to watch. And obviously we've seen that a lot with these spins as well. Just every time he decides he wants one, he just makes one happen. Just trying to get this well back open. Perfect S-piece to do so. And it's open. He's Tetris ready, just waiting on this long bar, creating some very burnable holes. Ooh, not getting anything. Oh, topping out at 340,000 points, which means IanKeith is good for the game and the match. GG's. Oh, it can make the stack better than a normal T-spin sometimes. That definitely makes sense, because you end up with that wall instead of like a shelf. Kingsman, welcome in. players, congratulations to IanKeith. Moving on to the next round. Gonna be going up against Peyton. That's what happened, right? Allow me a moment to go get this reported. Look at these. Boom. Derby. Okie dokie. Alrighty. Okie doke. It's about that time, guys. About that time. I'm adjusting some cams real quick. Alrighty. Okie doke. There we go. Look at that, guys. Took me long enough, but I got there. Here we are. Wow. It really does feel like it's been a journey. It really has. Oh, wow. Versus Peyton. Winner plays some loser. Good luck, have fun, Peyton. Every match with you is a good one. Good luck, have fun, Ian. I have to pee first. Lol. Ian already went. Smart dog. I always take myself out before a match. And gotta go potty. You know, because I'm a possum, I guess. I don't know. I was implying that I'm some amount of pet, but it just sounded weird, so we're not gonna think that hard about it. I've already thought too hard about it. Let me go ahead and get a seed for these players because they're gonna be playing with the same piece of... It's a fun little seed, guys. Nerves are the reason for the third bathroom break. I pee so frequently. I drink a lot of caffeine, so I always have to pee. And I also drink a lot of water, so I often find myself going to the restroom. Oh, V4. Oh, the seeds for 4 and 5 are the same, aren't they? I believe they use the same seeds. I'm drinking a lot of water based. Yeah, I'm sick. I gotta. Alright. Well, that being said, we do have a hover ready from Peyton and a hover 3 from IanKeith. Hannah confirming V4 and 5 are compatible, so we will go ahead and count it down without any further ado in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. This is round 2 of the Hopefuls Green Circuit. And we're off to the races. Can you guys tell that every now and then I sort of give in to my base monkey urge to do like voices when I do this stuff? Like, part of me doesn't want to be like a weirdo where everybody has to see it, cause like I can just be a weirdo in my own time. Like later I'm probably gonna put on clown makeup just cause. I can do that in my free time. But like on the internet, on other people's time, where they have to pay the price of ingesting my nonsense, I don't think that's fair to other people. That being said, let's talk about the game instead of me being an idiot on the internet. It would be funny if I did voices for this though. Oh my gosh, Peyton hanging that square. Oh, nothing's getting over that left side. That is going to be an early top here from Peyton. A really tough first game. IanKeith good at 100,000 points. What fun is there not being a weirdo? I just like being a little strange. GG's to both players. I'm here for the weird, and I can't be the only one, to be honest. Yeah, I hope that there are other people who find some amount of joy in my oddities. I also agree that P-sequence was really weird. It felt somehow incorrect. I'm not entirely sure though. The stacks just seemed harsher. Yeah, it did. Yes, that is the consensus. Alright, and we do have a hover ready and a hover 3. So we will go ahead and count it down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Hopefully this next seed will be a little more forgiving on these players. Wonky pieces. You never know what you're gonna get with same piece sets. You know, sometimes you just end up with 2 suffers. Sometimes quite the opposite. I've come to find out that I play best when I have an excess of J's, so I may handle a bunch of J's better than somebody else might, as I love a good J dependency, whereas somebody else may enjoy T pieces more frequently. So, yeah. Tetris is cool. A nice little adjustment there from Peyton. Beautiful next box awareness, able to adjust that square for the J incoming. Slamming down a Tetris, getting a little overhang setup here. Tucks the long bar. Another little overhang setup, this time waiting for a J or an S spin. Does get the S, hits the spin. PogChamp. Oh, IanKeith doing an up, doing up. Oh, it's going up. It's more up. Oh, that's as up as it gets. That's so up. Oh dear. That's a top out from IanKeith at 50,000 points, which means Peyton is good, as Peyton is not currently at the top of the board. GG's. Tetris is indeed cool, but I prefer Terrace. Fair enough. Gift returned. I ran out of up. Please send more up. I will call the ups store. The ups, the UPS ups. Do you need more ups? Y'all made it to round 2! Yeah, round 2! Hoo, hoo, hoo. I think you guys are doing incredible. We do have a hover 3 and a hover ready. So let's just go ahead and count it down. Let's count it down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh, you know what? This is the perfect place to talk about this. At the Lone Star event that I had an absolute blast at, made some real lifelong friends and reaffirmed some already pre-existing friendships. But when I was there, I got a bunch of CTM Bear stickers, and I finally put one on my very expensive computer, and I have never been happier. This is the perfect place for this sticker. I love looking over and seeing my shiny little CTM Bear on my PC. It's so good. It was such a good decision. Makes me want to put more stickers on this beast. I probably shouldn't, because the glass panel is really pretty, but the CTM Bear sure is there, and that's never gonna change. No matter what happens to me, no matter what happens to Tetris, I will simply accept only the longest lifespan for this sticker. Anyway, both players doing the Tetris. Tetris ready. Peyton slamming the Tetris down and getting one of them things, Tetrises, that is. And that resulted in them sitting at a score of 139,000 points. Isn't that interesting? Taking another one of those. Oh, IanKeith. Oh, Ian. It's all fine. Everything's fine over here. Ian's fine. No, Ian's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. No. Oh, Ian. In a spicy position here. Really needs to have the most DAS control. Oh dear. Oh no, and hangs that T is gonna top out at 113,000 points. No. GG's to both players. And Peyton breaking this tie. Look at that, 2-1. Give me a blank canvas. I don't know. Well, I like looking in my rig is the thing. It has a bunch of LEDs. It's so shiny. Ah, my computer is so shiny and pretty and sparkly and rainbow. I love it. And I can customize all my lights, like on my motherboard and all the fans. And oh my god, the liquid cooling system has its own LED interface too. Oh, it's so cool. Anyway. Basically, the glass panel has to be there. Yeah, Peyton was jamming out. Just as this next game will or something. I don't. Oh my god, my segue game is so broke today. Usually I'm so good at segues. IanKeith hovering 3, Peyton hovering ready. So we can go ahead and count this down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. We are at match point here in Peyton's corner, looking to finish this out, take this match. IanKeith looking to force a decider. It would be the third decider of this stream. Don't get me wrong, I like RGB, I just want it out on the outside of the case. How? So just the accessories? Oh, like your mouse, keyboard, etc.? No, dude, I want my whole PC to sparkle. I think it's pretty. Like, there's really, I don't have any other reason other than I think it's pretty. The RAM sticks, so I currently have 16, I'm not gonna talk about PC specs. Never mind. I just want to get RGB RAM sticks. That's it. That's the statement. I just want RGB RAM sticks. Ignore me. We're not gonna ignore these Tetris players. Peyton slamming down a Tetris. Currently sitting at 96,000 points. Has a long bar dependency here on the board. Is gonna burn it down. Opens that well back up. Is Tetris ready? Aki, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing? You are just in time for match point in this Hopefuls Green very end. This is the wrap up of Hopefuls Green, right? Green. The last match words of Hopefuls Green. The round 2. There we go. There we go. Now I'm being more coherent. It's round 2 of Hopefuls Green. Previously we had 2 deciders, and now we're gonna have a third. Peyton topping out at 153,000 points after a series of super unfortunate hangs. IanKeith, you're good. Oh boy. It was just like everything, one on top of another. Welcome in, Jacobi. That's my guess at your name. LED external case. I mean, that's fine. I just like how my thing looks. I like my shiny PC. Can't find a good high airflow case without a window anymore. That's true. I'm very tolerable. Thank you, Aki. It's good to see you. What's going on with this match? I have no idea. Only deciders? Everybody agreed beforehand that it was gonna be only deciders. So people are throwing when it's not as. This is a joke. Let the record state this is a joke. I know, IanKeith. It makes me feel so good inside. If Aki ever told me he was proud of me, I'd probably cry. We do have a hover ready and a hover 3. And as you know, this is a decider, so I must generate hype. I must absorb the hype from the air surrounding me, concentrate it into words, and project it through the air via vibrations into my micular phone. So that you may all enjoy it. That is to say, this hype will be generated by incrementing the number that we count this match down from 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, my killer phone was, oh, that was my brain baby, dude. I really liked that one. I can't lie. I wanted to break completely to laugh at it, but I had a bit to do, okay? I was committed to my comedy. It's my craft. Oh, I like the way that felt on my brain. So good. Oh. I'm, sorry, I just have to archive this song to listen to later. It just goes particularly hard. Was enjoying it. Peyton at 115,000 points. And definitely not close to that score is IanKeith, who is sitting at 63,000 points. That is not similar of scores. In fact, nearly a 4 Tetris difference. IanKeith taking that Tetris. Peyton entering a dig here, so will not be able to further widen this gap. IanKeith possibly just going to try and make up ground here. Doing so, as a matter of fact. Peyton, ooh, almost has this open, opens that well. Is Tetris ready? Gets the Tetris going up to 170,000 points. IanKeith at 132,000 points. So the margin of error has slimmed very dramatically in just a moment's time. And that is DAS for you. Both players playing the DAS play style and resulting in similar needs for stack health. Peyton opening this well back up is currently at 182,000 points. IanKeith doing a lot of the same, but is at 229,000 points. Slams down that Tetris. Well, I don't know if I'd say slams down. I'd say squeaks over that Tetris. Realistically, it did just barely make it over the top of that stack, but clearing it nonetheless, resulting in a Tetris and now another, currently at 251,000 points. Nice little Z-spin there to resolve the overhang. Does have another beautiful J-tuck. Perfect timing. Oh, wanted to adjust there possibly, but had no great place to put the long bar. It does cause a long bar dependency on the stack. Oh, IanKeith barely getting the long bar. Opens that back up, another long bar, down that left this time. Opening up that J dependency, filling it. Now just in down stacking mode. Peyton on the other side is currently Tetris ready, slams down the long bar for the Tetris, going up to 291,000 points. Both players now very close in score. Peyton looking to take this lead back. IanKeith opening that well back up, burnt all the way down to the bottom, and is now restacking for Tetrises. Peyton, due to taking Tetrises, is now down at the bottom as well, restacking, though just shy of Tetris ready by this point. And with that long bar, there's a Tetris. IanKeith also Tetris ready. Gib long bar for Tetris. Gets it, gets the Tetris. Oh dear. Weird, real weird RNG there from, for Ian's stack, I should say, as they did technically receive the same RNG, or at least they will technically receive the same RNG, which just was not particularly helpful in that circumstance. Peyton slamming down a Tetris, going up to 428,000 points. Setting up for a column 6? Question mark? Gets it. goes up to 451. No great place for most of those pieces, actually. Is going to result in a slightly prolonged dig sequence here. More of a cleanup sequence, if I had to call it anything. Looking for Longbar, does get one. Doesn't want to use this J, as it would have resulted in a dependency. IanKeith, Tetris ready, gets Longbar for the Tetris. Both players transitioning at the same time, simul-transition. IanKeith at 472. Peyton is currently sitting at 462,000 points, so very close in score are both players, as well as... I was gonna say transition timing, but then my brain forgot the words that I wanted to say, and here we are. Peyton, Tetris ready, really waiting on this Longbar, just trying to groom the stack as burns allow. Slams down another, going up to 519,000 points on the other side. IanKeith, currently sitting at 537,000 points, is Tetris ready. Gets the Longbar. Oh, can't get it over, doesn't get the Tetris. Does get this one, has cleanup to do. It is not detrimental by any means, but it is not comfortable for Das by any means either. And opens it back up. Is bringing this down. Peyton high up here in a lot of trouble. Can't get that over. The hang is going to be it, topping out at 531,000 points, which means IanKeith is moving on. 581,000 points is going to be more than enough. Big excite. Big excite. GG's to both players. And congratulations to your winner, IanKeith. Look at that. Look at that. This is the one. You should have heard how loud I yelled at that bar hang. Don't worry, I'll go clip it probably, hopefully. Big hearts from IanKeith. GG's to both players. Congratulations to IanKeith for coming out on top of this bracket. A real tough one to make it through. GG's to both players. And yeah, that's the thing. Ah, didn't have the mic on. That's so sad. Well, I guess this means I get to go raid someone, which is cool. I need to be responsible with this power and not do something dumb. So... it's looking like the Kingsman match may be... oh, that's loud for no reason. Maybe the way to go. The whole set all yell. Honestly, I could not have thought of a more delightful matchup. You're both very kind, very sweet, and respectful individuals, resulting in such incredible chemistry and interaction, and you're both funny and sweet, and wow, this community is blessed to have such wonderful people. Anyway, we're gonna go on a raid. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you all have a great day, night, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time it happens to be for you. I just hope that it's good. And I will see you all in the next one, whatever that happens to be. Later.